And don't worry, we keep our videos short, powerful, and to the point. You won't find 2-hour lectures here filled with fluff and fancy words that sound good but do nothing. These are bite-sized power sessions straight to the soul, quick enough for your coffee break, and potent enough to change your mindset for life. So stay around till the end, because this isn't one of those channels that talk for hours. This one works. Now, let's talk about you, because I know what you're going through. You've been trying to change things, maybe your finances, your health, your peace of mind, but it feels like no matter what you do, nothing sticks. You take one step forward and somehow get pulled 2 steps back. You start a new habit, but old thoughts sneak in. You say you want more money, but deep down, you feel unworthy or afraid to lose what little you have. You try to affirm abundance, but your subconscious whispers, "Yeah, right, not you." That's the tug of war between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. The conscious mind says, "I want more." The subconscious says, "I'm not sure I deserve it." Guess which one wins? The subconscious, every single time. Because it's the one in charge of your vibration, your emotions, your energy, the signal you constantly send out into the universe. And here's the secret no one tells you. The subconscious doesn't respond to logic. It responds to repetition. That's why saying something every hour is so powerful. You're reprogramming that hidden mind not once, not twice, but constantly every hour, every day, for 30 days. You're turning your entire mental frequency from lack to abundance, from fear to faith, from resistance to flow. And when your inner dialogue changes, your outer reality has no choice but to follow. Here's the truth. Most people think their circumstances are what create their thoughts, but it's actually the other way around. Your thoughts create your circumstances. You can't plant tomatoes and expect mangoes. You can't think fear and expect faith. You can't speak doubt and expect abundance. Words are seeds, thoughts are water, feelings are sunlight. And if you tend to them every hour, you'll start seeing the first sprouts of miracles faster than you think. So here's what you're going to do every single hour. You're going to pause and say this simple phrase: "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." That's it. 10 words that shift your entire vibration. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Say it with feeling. Say it when you're tired. Say it when things go wrong. Say it when they go right. You're not saying it because everything looks perfect. You're saying it so everything becomes perfect. This is not blind optimism. This is alignment. When you affirm that everything is working out for you, even when it seems it isn't, you tell the universe, "I trust you." And trust is the highest frequency you can hold. The moment you trust, resistance melts, energy flows, doors open. Suddenly, you bump into the right person, the right idea, the right opportunity, and you'll say, "Wow, what a coincidence." But it's not coincidence. It's cause and effect. Let's be real. Most of us have been affirming the opposite for years without realizing it. You stub your toe and say, "Just my luck." You lose your keys and mutter, "Things never go right for me." You scroll online and think, "Why can't I be as lucky as them?" Those are hourly affirmations too, just the kind that create chaos. You've been accidentally manifesting what you don't want by speaking it into existence. It's like standing in front of a cosmic vending machine, pressing the wrong buttons, and then complaining about what comes out. But now you're taking your power back. You're rewriting the script. And the beauty of it is that it's easy. You don't need to overthink it. You don't even need to be in a peaceful environment. You could be in traffic, at work, washing dishes, walking your dog, and still say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Think about it every time you say it. You're shifting timelines. You're choosing peace over panic. You're sending a clear signal to your subconscious mind. We're safe. We're guided. We're blessed. And your subconscious, that loyal servant, goes, "Oh, we're blessed now. Okay, let's find evidence." And then out of nowhere, you start noticing things aligning. You might suddenly get a message you've been waiting for. A bill gets delayed. A stranger compliments you. Your mood improves for no reason. That's the shift. It's subtle at first, like a small hum in the background, but give it 30 days, and you'll see your world rearrange itself in your favor. Now let's break it down logically. because I know you want to understand why this works. The human brain operates through something called the reticular activating system. It filters what you notice in your environment based on what you consistently focus on. That means if you constantly affirm stress, you notice more reasons to be stressed. But if you affirm that everything's working out for you, your brain starts scanning reality for proof. Suddenly, you're not blind to blessings anymore. You're tuned into them. The same principle applies spiritually. What you speak vibrates into form. Every word carries energy, and that energy organizes your reality. When you speak harmony, life harmonizes. When you speak chaos, life complies. That's not superstition, that's vibration. You are a walking frequency tower, and every hour you get to tune it to peace, prosperity, and purpose. So here's your first challenge. For the next 24 hours, set an hourly reminder on your phone. Every time it goes off, pause for 5 seconds and say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." Do it out loud if you can. Whisper if you must. Feel it, even if it feels silly. And here's the trick. Don't force yourself to believe it. Just say it. The belief will catch up later. You're training your energy like a muscle. At first, it feels awkward, like going to the gym for the first time. But give it a few days, and it becomes second nature. You start feeling lighter, calmer, more confident. It's not that life suddenly stops testing you. It's that you stop reacting the same way. You've raised your vibration, and now life is responding to a higher frequency. And let's keep it honest, if you can scroll social media every hour, you can say one powerful sentence every hour. You've got time, you've got words, and you've got power more than you realize. Here's something funny I've noticed. People will argue for their limitations like it's a sport. They'll say, "Well, you don't know my situation." And I say, "Exactly. And that's why it's the perfect time to try this. Because when everything seems impossible, that's when the smallest shift creates the biggest miracle." You don't need to move mountains. You just need to whisper faith into them every hour. If you're watching this right now, you didn't stumble here by accident. You were guided here because something inside you is ready to stop struggling and start flowing. You're tired of forcing outcomes. You're ready to align with them. So say it with me one more time before we continue. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Unless you're driving, then please don't. Feel that sentence sink into your spirit. Let it vibrate through your body. That calm you feel, that's the frequency of trust. That's what creation feels like before it becomes visible. Don't underestimate the power of these small moments, because your entire life is built on them. The future you're praying for is built from the words you're speaking right now. So choose them wisely. You've got 24 hours, 30 days, and a brand new mindset waiting to take shape 1 hour, 1 sentence at a time. Stay with me. I'll show you what happens after you've done this for a few days. How the universe starts responding, how to handle setbacks, and how to multiply the power of your hourly affirmations to attract abundance faster. And before we move to that, I want you to write this in the comments. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Let's flood the space with positive vibration. You never know who needs to read your comment and get their spark back. You've learned the words now. I'll show you the magic behind them. If you've made it far, that means you're serious about transforming your life, and I love that kind of energy. Because let's be honest, most people stop halfway through everything. Halfway through their dreams, halfway through their plans, halfway through believing in themselves. But not you. You're here. You're consistent. And that alone is proof that your life is already shifting. Now, let's talk about what happens once you start saying, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me every hour." At first, it might feel mechanical, like brushing your teeth. You just do it because I said it works. But around day 3 or 4, something funny starts to happen. You'll notice tiny coincidences. Things that used to bother you suddenly don't. You'll get an unexpected message, a bit of good news, or maybe even find money in your pocket that you forgot about. It's the universe's way of whispering, "Hey, I heard you." And you might laugh and think, "Well, that's a coincidence." No, it's not. It's confirmation. You're tuning your vibration, and the outer world is starting to echo your inner command. It's like turning a radio dial at first. There's static. Then suddenly the signal becomes crystal clear. That's how alignment works. But let me prepare you for something real. The moment you start raising your vibration, the universe will also test your commitment. You'll get moments where you say, "Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me." And then your boss will yell at you, your Wi-Fi will die, or your plans will fall apart. And you'll think, well, that didn't work. Oh, but it did. Because what's happening in those moments is that everything not in alignment with your new vibration starts falling away. The old energy, the old patterns, the old beliefs, they're being shaken loose. It's like cleaning your closet. Before it looks neat, it looks messy. But it's part of the process. You can't organize a cluttered mind without stirring up a bit of dust. So when chaos shows up after you begin affirming, don't panic. Smile and say it again. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Because it really is. Even the mess is part of the miracle. You see, the power isn't just in the words. It's in your consistency. The same way you wouldn't expect one workout to sculpt your body, you can't expect one affirmation to rewire your mind. But say it every hour for 30 days and you're training your brain to think like a champion, to believe like a winner, to react like someone who knows they're backed by divine timing. And here's something fascinating. When you keep repeating this affirmation, your emotional baseline changes. The ups and downs of life still come, but they don't shake you the same way. You start moving with grace instead of fear. You stop chasing outcomes and start attracting them. That's when you realize the universe doesn't respond to begging, it responds to knowing. Let's talk about that word, knowing. Knowing means certainty without evidence. It's the quiet confidence that says, I may not see it yet, but it's already done. When you affirm every hour, you're not trying to make something happen. You're reminding yourself that it already is. That's what creates miracles. Faith doesn't need proof, it becomes proof. And I get it, some of you might still be thinking, what if I forget to say it every hour? Well, that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. If you forget, the moment you remember, just smile and say it. The universe isn't grading you, it's responding to your energy. And energy resets the moment you choose it again. So even if you miss 5 hours, the 6th hour can change everything. Here's a little trick to make it fun. Attach your affirmation to things you do often. Every time you drink water, say it. Every time you check your phone, say it. Every time you stand up, stretch, or open a door, say it. Turn your ordinary habits into spiritual cues. Before you know it, you'll be affirming automatically, not out of discipline, but out of joy. Now let's go a little deeper, because I want you to understand what's really happening behind the scenes when you do this. Every thought and word sends out a vibration that either harmonizes or clashes with your desired outcome. When you keep affirming harmony, the universe rearranges circumstances to match it. That means sometimes people will leave your life, jobs will end, plans will shift, not because you're unlucky, but because you're upgrading. Think of it like your phone updating its system. When it restarts, some old apps stop working not because something's wrong, but because the new system doesn't support the old patterns. The same thing happens in your life. When you start affirming that everything is working out for you, you're downloading a higher version of yourself. So if something falls apart, just smile and say, it's part of the upgrade. And while we're at it, let's talk about timing, because this affirmation teaches you to trust divine timing. Most people stress because they think life should happen on their schedule. But the truth is, the universe's timing is perfect. It's never late, never early, always precise. You might think you're waiting, but really, things are aligning. Sometimes the delay is protection. Sometimes the no is redirection. And your affirmation keeps you peaceful through it all. Now here's something I want you to do for the next 30 days, a simple daily ritual that will anchor your energy. When you wake up in the morning, before you touch your phone, sit up and say, everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Then smile, even if it's a tired smile. That's your signal to the universe. I'm awake, I'm grateful, and I'm ready to receive. Throughout the day, keep saying it every hour, just like we've discussed. And at night, before you sleep, whisper it one last time. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Let that be your final thought of the day. You'll be amazed how peaceful your dreams become. If you do this for 30 days, your mind starts to expect good things. You stop waiting for the next problem and start anticipating blessings. You'll notice how the world seems softer, friendlier, more in sync with you. That's because you've shifted from resistance to allowance. Now let's make it practical, because miracles like structure. For the next week, try this simple 3-step system. Step 1, awareness. Pay attention to your words. Notice how often you complain, criticize, or predict the worst. Catch yourself and replace it immediately with, everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Step 2, alignment. When you say your affirmation, don't just say it with your mouth, say it with your heart. Feel it. Visualize little scenes that match it, like laughing with friends, paying your bills easily, feeling healthy and confident. Make the affirmation come alive inside you. Step 3, allowance. Stop forcing things. Don't chase, don't panic, don't doubt. The moment you feel worry creeping in, take a deep breath and repeat your phrase. You're not trying to fix life. You're allowing life to fix itself through you. Now let me tell you something important. You don't have to be perfect at this. You just have to be willing. The universe doesn't reward perfection. It rewards participation. It's not about how many hours you get it right, but how many times you get back into alignment after slipping. Because every time you choose faith over fear, even once, you strengthen your spiritual muscle. You'll reach a point where things that used to overwhelm you now make you laugh. You'll realize you've become unshakable. Someone cuts you off in traffic. You'll smile and say, everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Because maybe that little delay saved you from something bigger. You'll spill coffee on your shirt, and instead of saying, ugh, my luck, you'll say, everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Because maybe that tiny accident slowed you down just enough to meet a divine appointment later. You see, you don't need to understand how things are working out, you just need to know they are. Life is far more intelligent than we give it credit for. Your job is not to micromanage the universe. Your job is to stay in harmony with it. And that's what this affirmation does. It keeps you in the vibration of harmony. It's your spiritual anchor. No matter how chaotic life gets, you can always return to that one phrase and feel peace again. Because when you truly know that everything is working out for you, even chaos becomes part of your calm. Now let's have a little laugh together, because life is funny when you start living consciously. You'll find yourself smiling at things that used to make you cry. You'll laugh at how hard you used to try to control everything. You'll realize that peace feels much better than panic, and faith feels much lighter than fear. That's transformation. Not in theory, but in experience. So, if you're ready to truly test this wisdom, here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, make this affirmation your hourly habit. Set your reminders. Write it on sticky notes. Make it your phone wallpaper. Let it surround you. And I promise, by day 30, something inside you and around you will shift in a way you can't quite explain. And when it does, I want you to come back to this video and tell me what happened. Because your story could be the one that inspires someone else to start. Before you leave, take a moment and comment below. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. Say it as you type it. Feel it as you write it. That's your declaration to the universe, your signature of faith. And if this message spoke to you today, make sure to subscribe. Because this channel is not about endless talk. It's about transformation, real, practical, spiritual change that fits into your daily life. Short, simple, powerful. That's how we do it here. Remember, your words shape your world. So every hour, you're given a choice to speak life or speak fear. Choose life. Choose faith. Choose to say, everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. And when you do, watch how your days begin to sparkle with divine timing, unexpected blessings, and the quiet joy of knowing that the universe has your back always. Because it does. Think of money like water in a river. When water flows freely, it stays fresh, clean, and life-giving. But when water gets dammed up or stagnant, what happens? It becomes murky, lifeless, and eventually toxic. Your money works exactly the same way. The more you keep it moving with joy, gratitude, and purpose, the more it multiplies and returns to you in wonderful, unexpected ways. But here's where most people get tripped up, and I'm probably going to step on some toes here, but somebody needs to say it. We've been programmed to hoard money like squirrels preparing for the longest winter in history. We clutch our dollars so tightly we practically leave fingerprints on them. We spend money with fear, save money with anxiety, and wonder why our financial life feels like we're constantly swimming upstream in molasses. The secret that will change everything is this: money is not something you chase, grab, or hoard. Money is something you command. Yes, you heard that right. You don't beg money to come to you like a lost puppy. You don't cross your fingers and hope it decides to visit. You speak to money with the authority of someone who understands their divine right to prosperity, and you give it clear, joyful instructions about what you want it to do. So let's get practical, because inspiration without action is just expensive daydreaming. Here's your first command, and I want you to try this today, not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you brush your teeth, before you do anything else, you're going to have a little conversation with money. I know this sounds absolutely ridiculous, and your logical mind is probably having a small panic attack right now, but stick with me. You're going to say something like this, and say it like you mean it. Money, you wonderful energy of exchange, I command you to multiply in my life today. Flow to me easily, joyfully, and in perfect ways. I give you permission to surprise me with opportunities, ideas, and abundance that serve my highest good and the good of all. Now, here's the key part that most people miss. After you give money this beautiful command, you say thank you like it's already happened, because in the realm of spiritual law, it already has. Your second strategy is what I call the gratitude multiplication method, and this one is so powerful, it should probably come with a warning label. Every single day, you're going to find 3 things to be genuinely grateful for regarding money. Not fake gratitude, not forced gratitude, but real, heartfelt appreciation. Maybe you're grateful for the dollar you found in your jacket pocket. Maybe you're grateful for the free coffee your coworker brought you. Maybe you're grateful that you have enough money to buy groceries without counting every penny. The size doesn't matter, darling. Gratitude is like a magnet for more abundance, and the universe absolutely loves a grateful heart. Here's your third practical step, and this one might challenge everything you've been taught about money. Start giving money away with joy. I can practically hear the collective gasp through the screen, but hear me out. I'm not talking about giving away your rent money or your grocery budget. I'm talking about consciously circulating money with the understanding that what you send out comes back to you multiplied. Give a bigger tip than usual, and feel the joy of blessing someone's day. Send a small donation to a cause you believe in and feel the satisfaction of making a difference. Buy a coffee for the person behind you in line and watch how that simple act of generosity shifts your entire energy around money. The fourth strategy is something I call money conversations, and this is where the magic really starts to happen. Most people only think about money when they're worried about it, which is like only calling your friends when you need to complain. Instead, you're going to start having regular, pleasant conversations with money throughout your day. When you pay for something, instead of wincing or feeling stressed, you're going to say something like, "Thank you, money, for allowing me to have this experience. Come back to me multiplied and bring your friends." When you receive money, even if it's just change from a purchase, you're going to acknowledge it with appreciation. Now, let's talk about something that might sound completely bonkers, but works like absolute magic. You're going to start treating every penny, every dollar, every amount of money that comes into your hands like it's a seed that's destined to grow into a money tree. When you receive your paycheck, hold it or look at the deposit notification and say, "You are seed money for greater abundance. Multiply and return to me in wonderful ways." When you find coins on the street, pick them up with gratitude and declare them to be symbols of the prosperity that's always finding its way to you. Your fifth and final daily practice is what I call the prosperity visualization. But we're going to do this differently than those complicated meditation techniques that require you to sit in lotus position while chanting in languages you can't pronounce. Every night before you go to sleep, you're going to spend just 2 minutes imagining money flowing to you like a gentle river. See it coming from multiple sources, expected and unexpected. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement of having more than enough for everything you need and want. And most importantly, see yourself using this money to create beauty, joy, and service in your life and the lives of others. But here's what I really want you to understand, and this is the part that's going to stick with you long after this video ends. Commanding your money to multiply isn't about becoming greedy or materialistic. It's about stepping into your divine right to live abundantly, to have the resources to express your gifts, to serve others from a place of overflow rather than lack, and to prove to yourself and the world that prosperity is your natural state. The reason most people struggle with money isn't because they're not smart enough or don't work hard enough. It's because they've accepted the lie that money is scarce, that there's not enough to go around, that they have to fight and struggle and sacrifice to have financial security. But abundance is the natural order of the universe. Look around you. Nature doesn't hold back. Trees don't produce just enough oxygen, flowers don't bloom with moderation, and rivers don't flow with caution. Everything in nature gives freely and abundantly, and you, beautiful soul, are part of nature. So here's your challenge, your call to action, your opportunity to prove to yourself that these aren't just pretty words, but actual spiritual laws that work when you work them. For the next 7 days, I want you to implement just one of these strategies. Pick the one that excites you most or the one that scares you most, because sometimes they're the same thing. Try the morning money command, or the gratitude multiplication method, or start giving money away with joy. Choose one and commit to it for 1 week. And here's what I absolutely know will happen. Within those 7 days, you're going to start noticing changes. Maybe it's small at first. Maybe you'll find money you forgot you had, or receive an unexpected refund, or get offered an opportunity that brings in extra income. Maybe someone will pay you back money you'd written off, or you'll discover a way to save money that you hadn't thought of before. These aren't coincidences, darling. This is the law of circulation, responding to your new relationship with money. But don't just take my word for it. Try it for yourself, and then come back and tell me what happened. Leave a comment sharing your results, your surprises, your questions, or even your skepticism. I read every single comment because your stories inspire me and remind me why this work is so important. And if this message resonated with you, if something inside you lit up and said, yes, this is what I need to hear, then subscribe to this channel, because we're just getting started on this journey to financial freedom and spiritual abundance. Remember, sweet soul, you are not a victim of circumstances. You are not at the mercy of economic conditions or other people's decisions about your worth. You are a powerful, creative, divine being with the ability to command your money, to multiply, to attract abundance, and to live the prosperous, joyful life you came here to experience. Your bank account is about to become a lot more interesting. Your relationship with money is about to become a lot more fun. And your life is about to become a beautiful demonstration of what happens when someone finally understands that prosperity is not just possible. It's inevitable when you align with the spiritual laws that govern abundance. Now go forth and multiply, in every sense of the word. It's running on old programming, outdated beliefs, and it's working perfectly, just not in your favor. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every feeling you feel is literally programming this magnificent machine. The trouble is, most of us are accidentally programming it for limitation instead of abundance. Think about it this way. If I told you that every hour, on the hour, you had to take a pill that would either make you healthier and wealthier or keep you exactly where you are, which would you choose? Well, darling, your thoughts are those pills, and you're taking them every single hour, whether you realize it or not. The question is, are you taking the medicine or the poison? Here's what we're going to do, and I promise you, this is so simple you're going to wonder why nobody told you this before. We're going to hijack your hourly schedule and turn every single hour into a power hour for your wealth and health. Not with complicated rituals or expensive programs, but with strategic, intentional thoughts that reprogram that beautiful computer of yours. Every hour, on the hour, you're going to speak 3 specific statements. Not mumble them while you're checking your phone, not think them while you're doing 17 other things, but actually speak them with intention. First, you're going to say, "My body is a magnet for perfect health and vitality." Second, "Money flows to me easily and abundantly from expected and unexpected sources." Third, "I am worthy of all the good that comes to me." Now, I can practically hear you saying, "But what if I don't believe it?" Darling, that's exactly the point. Your belief isn't required for this to work, just your consistency. You didn't believe you could walk when you were a baby, but you kept trying until your muscles and brain figured it out. This is the same principle. You're training your subconscious mind like you train a muscle, through repetition, not through feeling. But here's where it gets interesting. After you say these 3 statements, you're going to do one tiny physical action that supports what you just declared. Drink a glass of water for your health. Put $1 in a jar for your wealth. Take 3 deep breaths. Do a wall push-up, something small but concrete that says to your subconscious, "See, we're serious about this." The magic isn't just in the words, precious soul, it's in the consistency. Most people try affirmations for 3 days, don't see immediate results, and quit faster than they quit a New Year's gym membership. But what if I told you that every single thought you've ever had has contributed to your current reality? The worried thoughts, the limiting thoughts, the "I can't afford this" thoughts, they've all been hourly affirmations too, just in the wrong direction. I want you to set a reminder on your phone right now. Not later, not when you finish this video, right now. Set it to go off every hour from the time you wake up until the time you go to sleep. When it goes off, stop whatever you're doing for exactly 90 seconds. Say your 3 statements out loud, do your 1 small action, and then continue with your day. You're probably thinking, every hour? That seems excessive. Darling, you check your phone approximately every 12 minutes according to the latest research. You're already interrupting yourself constantly, but usually for things that drain your energy rather than charge it. We're simply redirecting that habit towards something that serves your highest good. Here's what's going to happen, and I want you to pay attention, because this is where it gets really good. Within the first week, you're going to notice that your relationship with money and health starts shifting in small ways. Maybe you'll choose water over soda without thinking about it. Maybe you'll find a $20 bill in an old jacket. These aren't coincidences, sweetheart. They're your subconscious mind starting to align with your new programming. By the second week, you'll start catching yourself having thoughts that support wealth and health automatically. Your mind will begin looking for opportunities instead of obstacles. By the third week, other people will start commenting on your energy, your glow, something different about you. By the fourth week, you'll be a believer, not because someone told you to be, but because you'll have evidence. But let me warn you about something, because I care about your success. There will be a day, probably around day 5 or 6, when you'll want to quit. You'll think this is silly, that it's not working fast enough, that you feel foolish talking to yourself every hour. This is your old programming having a tantrum because it's being replaced. Push through this resistance like you're walking through a spider web. It's uncomfortable, but it won't hurt you. And on the other side is freedom. Now, here's an advanced technique for those of you who want to accelerate this process. When you do your hourly practice, imagine you're speaking these words not just for yourself, but for the person you're becoming. Speak with the authority of someone who already has perfect health and abundant wealth. Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality, so give it the most delicious reality to work with. Also, and this is crucial, pay attention to what happens in the hour after you do your practice. Your subconscious mind loves immediate feedback. If you declare that money flows to you easily, then spend the next hour complaining about bills, you're giving mixed messages. Instead, spend that hour looking for evidence of abundance, even if it's just noticing that you have running water, electricity, and a device to watch this video on. For your health affirmations, notice how your body feels, how your energy shifts, how your posture changes when you speak with authority about your vitality. Your body is always listening to what you're saying about it, so make sure you're saying things you'd want it to believe. Some of you are going to want to add more affirmations, create longer practices, make this more complicated. Resist that urge. The power is in the simplicity and consistency, not in the complexity. 3 statements, 1 action, every hour, every day. That's it. Don't fix what isn't broken before you've even tried it. I also want to address something that might come up. People around you might think you've lost your mind, talking about wealth and health every hour. Let them think what they want. You're not doing this for their approval, you're doing this for your transformation. Some people will be threatened by your commitment to change because it highlights their own lack of commitment. That's their issue, not yours. Here's something beautiful that's going to happen. As you become consistent with this practice, you'll start attracting other people who are also committed to their growth. Your energy will shift in such a way that opportunities, ideas, and resources will start showing up in your life. Not because you're lucky, but because you've literally reprogrammed your internal GPS to notice and move toward wealth and health instead of away from it. Remember, darling, your current financial situation and health status are simply the result of your past thinking patterns. They're not permanent, they're not your identity, and they're certainly not your destiny. Every hour you practice these affirmations, you're making a deposit in the bank of your future self. And compound interest works just as powerfully with thoughts as it does with money. The universe is incredibly abundant. There's more than enough health, wealth, joy, and success for everyone, including you. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the consistency of your thoughts and actions. This hourly practice is your pathway to alignment, your bridge from where you are to where you want to be. So here's what I want you to do right now, this very moment. Before you click away, before you get distracted by the next shiny thing, set that hourly reminder on your phone. Make a commitment to yourself for the next 30 days. Not a year, not a lifetime, just 30 days. That's manageable, isn't it? Anyone can do anything for 30 days. Then, I want you to come back and tell me what happened. Leave a comment below sharing your experience, your breakthroughs, your challenges, your victories. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to start their own transformation journey. We're all in this together, supporting each other's success. If this resonates with you, if you can feel the truth in what I'm sharing, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Not because I need the numbers, but because I have more wisdom to share with you, more tools to give you, more ways to support your journey to the abundant, healthy, joyful life you deserve. Remember, precious soul, you are worthy of everything good. Your wealth and health journey starts with this next hour, with this next choice, with this next thought. The person you're becoming is already proud of you for taking this first step. Now go set that reminder, speak those words with authority, and watch your life transform 1 hour at a time. The universe is waiting to match your new energy, and darling, you're about to be amazed at what shows up.